Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, let's work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Tuesday morning, September 17th, 2024. I am on the road. I am in Philadelphia this morning and on my way up to Boston. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become a successful currency trader. And we do that by teaching you how to trade with our simple yet very, very accurate proprietary indicators. And one of the great things about being a trader is you can do it when you want, from where you want, and make some money. So here from the hotel room, easy to take a couple trades, and that's what we're going to do this morning. Before we get going, we need to listen to this guy, and then we'll see what the market has for us.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trading sessions where an experienced trader comes online and walks you through their trading analysis. And by watching them do what they do, you learn and pick up what they do. We've got a dozen different trade strategies. And when we train someone, we customize a trade plan based around their availability to trade and their risk preferences. I do 3 live trades a week. Yesterday afternoon, which I didn't do because I was on the road, but Tuesday and Thursday morning. And then every afternoon when I'm not traveling, I send out an overnight trade setup with a little video so that you can see how I've come up with the trade and copy it. On Wednesday, I've got office hours. We are a big believer, gives you the opportunity to ask questions, whether it be on a specific trade strategy or just the program in general. We are big believers in constant training, coaching. We don't just show you and then let you go off on your own. We are always coaching. And when you become a member, every morning at 10 a.m., we do a live trade session. Every evening at 6 p.m., we do a live trade session. And then you can see there are lots of sessions where we've got the group training sessions. Just like an athlete, having a coach, having someone to be able to ask questions to, having someone who acts as an accountability partner will make you better. I like to work off of a little checklist that helps me not forget things. In this stage of the game, it is easy to forget things. Every day I like to restart my my green chart. In fact, this morning, well, I'm at home. I've got my computer on all the time, so I never shut it off. But the laptop isn't on all the time, so Wasn't quite necessary this morning, but I did notice my charts were all a little out of whack, and I'll show you. Like, I like to see about 5 or 6 candles on my screens, and the monitor was only showing 3, and that kind of, you get used to looking at the charts a certain way, so I had to kind of readjust all my charts. Usually when I'm traveling, I have actually an extra monitor with me. So even though I'm on the laptop, I've got 2 monitors, but I didn't set up the second monitor this morning. So, and usually when I have the charts up, I am working off of that second monitor, and that monitor is bigger than this monitor. So, but in any case, I got everything up and running. But good habit to restart the green charts or refresh the green charts, because it clears the memory and picks up any updates that they've done. I am also a big believer in order to get better, you got to go back and look at the game film. And the game film for us is taking a look at what trades didn't go the way you wanted and figuring out why. And with our indicators, with the simulator, you can go back to a specific time and look exactly at what you were looking at and see if there was some error in your strategy as to why you thought the trade was going to be there, and see if you can pick up some nuance that will allow you to not make the same mistake. Sometimes we do everything right, and we still, it just goes the other way. But more often than not, I can find, I've been doing this for 5 years now. Every once in a while, I'll break a rule, or I'll get careless or do something that I shouldn't have done. By going back and taking a look at it, that reminds me, okay, you can't do that. It cost you money. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and our indicators are very good at predicting where the market is going. However, news does impact currency prices, and we want to know what those news events are so that we can trade around them. And the best place to find that, or one of the best places that I like, is something called Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact, I ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact, I also ignore those, but some people will pay attention to them. And red, which is high impact. These are guys I want to trade around. So this morning at 8:30, on the Canadian dollar, information on the consumer price index, and also core retail sales for the U.S. dollar. So this morning, we are not going to trade the USD or the Canadian dollar. I don't like to trade within the 2-hour window before this time, when it is a news announcement like CPI, where they've this number's already figured out. Somebody's got it sitting on their desk, and they're just going to announce what it is. Those who are connected can make a phone call and get access to this, and they'll start trading on it beforehand. And then that'll, by the time the indicator picks up on whatever that news announcement is, you could get stopped out. So the best way around it is just to trade around it. So that's what we're going to do. No trading on the Canadian dollar or US dollar this morning. So with that, let's just jump right in. And the trade analysis I'm going to do is something called the 10-point trade signal. I like to take it off of a 1-hour chart. It is typically, when you trade off a 1-hour chart, trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot is 11 pips. If I can do that 3 times a day, I'm doing pretty well. And I'm looking on a 1-hour chart. I am looking for it to make its move within 1 to 3 hours from when I take the trade. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look. The chart we're going to be trading off of is the Light 6 Major. It is one of the standard charts. It is a composite chart. It is showing me 6 different currency pairs. These are all US based on this first chart. And I start with the middle section of the chart, which is what we call the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line is what we call the oversold line. This horizontal blue line is what we call the overbought line. So I am looking for situations where we are oversold. These lines are oversold and going up, which we have here. And when we have that, I want to ride it through the right through the channel, and you can see the green buy candles. And then once it gets overbought, when the lines are coming down, I want to ride it down through the channel. So right now on the Australian US dollar, this is a good sell signal. We're overbought. All the lines are coming down. So there's three things I'm looking for. One, that we're overbought. Two, that all the lines are coming down. And three, that I've got this red line crosses over the green and the black line crosses over the gray. I also look at what the steepness of the green line is. And in this case, I want it to be better than 45 degrees. So if I have all of those things, I've got a good trade, and I have all of those things here. I also give it a plus when the green line is about to enter or has entered the channel, which it has. I will consider a trade up until the green line hits the halfway mark. So this is a nice setup. When I see this, then I'm going to jump up to my TNTs and count how many of the lines are supporting the sell signal. So the thick orange line is coming down, telling me sell. Thin orange is coming down, telling me sell. Thick blue is going up. The blues are inversely related. When blue goes up, that means sell. And the dotted blue. So all four are telling me sell. And then I look at, so I need at least three of the four here. And then I take a look at what's going on with the pressure. I want these lines either going down, which they are not, or I want the red line on top, which it is. The red line is crossed over the green line. So I've got 1 point here, 3 points here, or 3 points here, and 4 points here. I also like that the green line here is flat. It isn't going down yet. This is actually sideways pressure versus up pressure. But again, we're not going to trade it because we've got news on the US dollar. The reason I'm going over it, even though we're not going to trade it, is this is a good setup so that you can identify on your own what a good setup looks like. Same on the Euro USD. Overbought, everybody going down, double cross, good steepness on the green line. 3 of the 4 here versus 4 of the 4 here. We don't have the double cross here yet. So here we're missing one of the elements. Green line is flat, but the red line hasn't crossed over. Again, good here. Good here. Good. This has gone a little too far. I wouldn't trade this because we are reaching overbought now. And the dollar yen, again, overbought. I wouldn't trade this. So nice signal here on the Australian USD, but we're not going to trade it because we've got that news announcement coming up at 8:30. I've cloned the chart and called it 6 Major 2 with non-US pairs. Euro pound, we're more than halfway in the chart, so I'm going to pass. Australian dollar yen, overbought. Everybody's going down. Double cross, reds on top, greens on top. I've got a better than 45-degree angle on the green line. 2 orange lines going down, thick blue going up. So 3 of the 4 here. And I've got up pressure with red on top, so a point here. So I've got all the points here, but trading off of a 1-hour chart, I want one of the pairs to be daytime trading. And right now, it is evening in both Australia and Japan. So the volume is lower right now for these two. Because of that, the indicators don't quite work as well. Since I'm trading on an hour chart, I want enough movement in the market to push us through and get that move within the 1 to 3 hours. So if it's not actively trading, even though I've got the signal, I'm going to pass. Euro, Canadian dollar. We've got disagreement between the majors and minors. I want everybody going the same way. Australian dollar, New Zealand oversold. Minors are sideways, majors still going down. And it's the same holds true for Australian, New Zealand dollar. It is evening in both of these markets. Pound yen, overbought, everybody going down, double cross, reds on top, blacks on top. Green line is better than 45 degrees. Only thing I don't like when the green line, there's a big gap between where the green line is and the horizontal blue line, because when it's up here, it can stay up here for a while. And I am looking, I want to get in and get out. But I do have the 3 points, the 2 orange lines going down, dotted blue going up. So 3 of the 4 here. I've got very weak up pressure, might even be sideways pressure. I can't quite tell if the green line is horizontal or not, but the red line is on top. So there's a point here. So I have all the points I want. When I see all the points I want to confirm it. And I confirm it by going to a full chart. And on the full chart, what I want to see is on the 2-hour chart and on the 4-hour chart, I want these lines to all be overbought. They don't have to be going down like it is here, but I want them to be overbought. And the reason I want them to be overbought is that if this signal weakens, I will still pick up the trade off of the 2-hour chart or the 4-hour chart. It's just going to take longer to happen. So if we're overbought, eventually it's going to come down. And so if this weakens, I'll pick it up here. But here, I've got the 1 hour telling me sell, but the 2 hours telling me buy. So they're not agreeing. They're not agreeing. I don't mind if it's telling me buy if it's overbought, because when it's overbought, it's going to turn eventually. But since I don't have this, since these two don't agree, I'm going to pass. Euro Australian dollar. All right, so we were oversold. Everybody's going up. We've got the double cross. There's good steepness on the green line. It's better than 45 degrees. I don't like that the green line is a little bit past the halfway mark. Jumping up to the TNTs, 2 orange lines going up, thick blue coming down, so 3 of the 4 here. I've got, again, sideways pressure with green on top. Green is crossed over. Green is kind of horizontal. So I've got a point here, 3 here, 3 here. So that is 7 points. Let's take a look on our confirmation. That was Euro AUD. So let's pull it up. Euro AUD. Interesting. So this is what we were just looking at. We are not overbought, or excuse me, oversold, but this is going up. So this is by itself a good signal on the 2-hour chart, and this is a good signal on the 4-hour chart. Again, it's not overbought, but going up, going up, going up. So Euro AUD with the buy. When I guess let me take a look at when I see this, then I want to, this is a trade where I need to figure out what the trade is worth. And so to do that, I need to look at a clean chart. So Euro AUD. We will put in the Euro AUD. I'm going to crunch up the chart and drop in some support and resistance. And the reason I crunch up the chart is that it gives me more data points to see. And support and resistance is spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So they stopped in here, they stopped in here, kind of stopped here a little bit, stopped right in here. And those are going to become the channels within which I trade. So it seems to have stopped in here, over here, in here, kind of over here, over here. And usually they're about 30, 40 pips apart. So we're at the 64.52 to 64.99. So that's about a little over 40 pips. So now that I've got this, I'm going to open it back up so we can see it a little bit. But here's an uptrend. Here we're trading into a little bit of a downtrend. So we're up here and it's going down. And we were looking at a buy trade in a sell trend. So I want to know what the trend is, because that's going to help me figure out how many pips I want to take. And if I'm trading against the trend, I'm going to take less pips than I am. So I want to know how much room do I have till I hit each of these lines. So going up, I've got 22 pips. You can see that over from the top left. And going down, I've got maybe about 22 pips also, 24 pips. And let me see. So this is about 15 pips to here. Let's just take a look one more time at the signal. So that was Euro, Australian dollar. Oops, we didn't save it. Euro, Australian dollar. Save. All right, it's a little bit beyond the halfway mark, but I like the steepness of the green line. We've got a buy here, a buy here, a buy here on the 2, the 4, and the 8. So even though they're not oversold, these are all good buy signals. So we're going to take a 14 pip buy on the Euro Australian dollar. You can take it in the simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader 4. You can open it up. This is a demo account. So Euro Australian dollar, I don't have that open here. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and why don't I see it in here? File, New Chart. Let's see, Market Watch. Oh, why isn't it showing me all? Show all. There we go. Now, File, New Chart. It should be in the second Forex column. Euro, AUD. Euro. Come on, where are you? Euro AUD. Am I not seeing it? Oh, there it is, right here. And I don't like this look, so I'm going to go back to view. Where is it? View charts template. Euro ASD. I'm going to change it. We get the 1 hour chart. So I am going to go to Euro AUD 1 hour chart. I'm going to go to new order. My lot size is a function of how much I have in the account. And I'm going to move the decimal place over 4 spots to figure out what my lot size should be. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1.12. I'm going to round up. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm just going to take the 1.12 or 1.12 because I'm rounding that 7 up. Market buy. And once the buy is in there, I am going to right click, go to modify or delete order. And this lets me put in how many pips I want to take, and it does the math for me. So we're going to go for 14 pips. 14 pips is, come on here, is 140 points. I just add an extra 0. I click the little blue button here, and it does the math for me. We'll use a 3-to-1 for this. So 3 times 15 is 45. Take off 3, 42. 42 pips for a stop loss. So I add an extra 0. Click the red button. It again does the math, and I click this blue button, and it drops the lines in. And I like to actually see that I can see the stop loss and take profit. So we did a buy on the Euro AUD with a take profit of 1.64915. 1.64915 and a stop loss of 1.64359. 1.64359. I expect this to close within the next 1 to 3 hours. Trading has changed my life. It has given me actually probably one of the best things I've ever done. And I've done a lot of things. Some have been very successful, some not so much. But this gives me the flexibility to do what I want, when I want. My son is buying a house up in Boston, so we're heading up there to help out with the move and give some moral support. But the closing date was just figured out, Friday, so I'm able to pick up and leave and go do what I want when I want. So if you're looking for that, you want to make good money, you want something that's reliable and works, I highly suggest you give it a try. You see for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. We'll give you some one-on-one training on a simple strategy, and you'll see how accurate that simple strategy is. And then you can make an informed decision. If you need to speak to me, you can schedule some time either on my calendar at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, or just come to my office hours tomorrow afternoon at 12:30. There may be other people there, so as long as you don't mind talking in front of other people, I will answer any and all questions. All right, thanks so much. Have a terrific day, and have a terrific day. All right, bye-bye.